Now we move on to a very overlooked Yngwie album because it's mostly a kind of cheesy hair metal album, and for the most part this is his cheesiest album, but I still think it's very good. The songs on here may be cheesy, but they're very well written. This is Eclipse. This is sort of the end of the Rising Force band sort of era because they got rid of the Johansson brothers, and now from this point it's just an unstable lineup because Yngwie has such a big head. So I'm not even going to talk about other members, but just know from this point on you're going to have Yngwie on every album, and I'll talk about the singer that they get because they usually get a really good singer. And it came out in 1990. Go back really. The artwork is okay. It's showing Yngwie like eclipsing the sun. It totally looks like a cheesy hair metal album. And right before Eclipse, they did an awesome live album for the Odyssey tour called Trial by Fire live in Leningrad, where they have Joe and Turner and the Johansson brothers in there doing an amazing performance. And then Joe walked out because Yngwie wasn't paying him again. So in this album, Yngwie definitely went all or nothing for like a hair metal direction, but I still think he wrote some of his best songs on here. And he got a really, really good underrated vocalist by the name of Goran Edmund, who was also from Sweden. And he has a very, like, kind of high-pitched bluesy voice. He reminds me a little bit of the guy from Foreigner. And he's one of my favorite Yngwie vocalists. He's very different and refreshing, and you definitely don't expect him going into this album. So the band definitely sounds really good in this album. It's, like I said, it's poppy, but I think it's done very tastefully, and it proves that you can do a very cheesy hair metal album, but still have amazing songs to back it up to make it a great album. Like I said, cheese factor in full force. We have the song Making Love, which is actually pretty epic and awesome. The verse is a little bit cheesy because you have some like weird keyboard effects and stuff, and Goran Edmund singing like really soft, but it keeps getting more and more and more epic, and Goran's hitting these great high notes, and then the chorus comes in, and I never thought I could find myself thinking a metal band could sing "Making Love to You, Baby," and then it'd sound awesome. But it sounds so epic here because of Goran and Yngwie delivering this amazing performance. Really, really great song, believe it or not. And then more cheesiness, we got Bedroom Eyes, which is pretty much the same, lyrical sort of thing. But this one has like a really cool, almost Guns N' Roses sort of groove to it. Goran sounds really great here, and it really kind of, once again, sounds like a Foreigner sort of song, because he has this really great, groovy sort of vocal style. And the chorus is absolutely amazing. Goran is hitting these amazing high notes. Then we have the absolute worst song off the album, Save Our Love, which is the power ballad. And pretty much everything after this song is no cheesiness at all. It just becomes pure, old classic style, fast, epic, awesome Yngwie. But we gotta get through the crap. This one is absolutely generic, boring, uninteresting. The only somewhat interesting, memorable part of this entire song is the chorus, but even that's just like boring and ugh. It's way too 80s, even for a super 80s album, even though it came out in the 90s. Then we have the song Motherless Child, which is awesome. It's super upbeat and heavy, and the riffs in there are great. And Goran sounds amazing on the chorus. And I love the weird way he says, "Sometimes I feel like a motherless child." Like he doesn't even say like the D in the child. And then he says, "Left all alone in the cold." Then we have this epic song called Devil in Disguise. This one is super slow and epic, and the riffs in there are so evil and brooding, and Goran's vocals here are absolutely amazing. And I love that build up to the chorus where he's like saying like one word at a time, and it's kind of hard to make out what he's saying. And he does like these weird like falling down sort of sounds with his vocals. He's like ah ha 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 ha. Then we have one of my favorite songs off the album, Judas. This one is awesome. There's some awesome epic riffs on this one, and Goran sounds amazing on the chorus. I think it's making sort of a comparison of Judas betraying Jesus, where it's like his girlfriend is betraying him. Then we have kind of the filler song on the album, but this is like the definition of killer filler. It's kind of 80s, and there's like a lot of great keyboard work there. We have this awesome build up and build up and build up with the song, where the verse is pretty cool, but then it gets super epic with the pre-chorus where Goran is singing these amazing melodic vocals. And I really like the chorus where Goran's saying, "I cried, I cried." And the guitar work on the song is absolutely amazing. It sounds so epic on the song, and the guitar solo at the end is amazing. Then we have one of my favorite songs off the album, Demon Driver. This one is classic, fast, epic Yngwie Malmsteen. He has a great speed metal sort of riff, and Goran is singing super low and bluesy the entire time. I really like the just simple chorus where he's singing that, I am the demon driver, yeah! That part's awesome. The guitar solo in there is absolutely amazing too. One of Yngwie's best songs. Then we have the song Fault Line, which is really interesting. It's about the earthquake that happened near his home that destroyed it during the Odyssey era. This one is very slow and brooding, but focuses a lot on melodics. This song is on its own. It has a lot of really great melodies in there. And Goran really delivers this song perfectly, especially when you get to that chorus where he's saying, "Living on the fault line." It's like all these great overlapping vocal melodies. Probably one of the absolute best songs of the whole album. And it's very different too. Then we have another one of my favorite songs of the whole album, "See You in Hell," in parentheses, "Don't Be Late." This one is speed metal all the way through, and the keyboard work in there is absolutely awesome. It has like some great neoclassical elements in there. And Goran sounds really, really great on this song. You can build up to that chorus where he's saying, "See you in hell," and hits that great high note, going back into this really cool, intricate guitar and keyboard melody. Then we have the final song on the album, Eclipse, the instrumental to end the album, and this continues the tradition of the last couple albums where Yngwie had his heavy instrumental, and his heavy instrumentals on the past couple albums have been awesome, and so is this one. This one is no different. This instrumental is one of Yngwie's best instrumentals. There's so many great parts in there, it's catchy throughout, and it's a really, really, really great way to end the album. And Yngwie pretty much pours all of the stuff he's been kind of saving up on the other songs where he's focusing more on songwriting melodies, and he pours out all of his egotisticals on this song. So definitely one of Yngwie's most underrated and one of his best albums in my opinion. It only has 1 weak song on it, kind of like Odyssey, but I think it's even more consistent than Odyssey. If you're looking for a kind of a cheesy 80s album that actually has consistently good songs on it, this one is for you.